just a quick peek at the mealworm bin that I keep inside my chicken coop. So this is the inside of my chicken coop. Those are my ladies. They are not laying yet. I had a raccoon get into my last coop, not this one. This one my husband built for me, and it's beautiful. The raccoon got in and wiped out my whole herd of chickens, so these guys are about 3 months old. But I decided to raise my own mealworms so that I could feed them mealworms. So here's a look at it. I just had this in my garage. Actually, it had held some tools, so I just took the tools out and repurposed it. They like it dark, so I covered it in painter's tape. And I just had some oats, Quaker oats. You can get them at the dollar store. I know a lot of people use a lot of different things. I'm going to experiment, but I had oats, so I started with oats. And these are just slices of potato they like to eat. Some carrots. You can see I had fed them and they ate them to nothing. Actually, sometimes I just take these out and feed them to my chickens. I put these in because they like to hide under them. They like to hide in them. And I started with 1,000. They were actually pretty small. You can see they're actually getting pretty big. And they've already started, I've had them for 3 weeks, and they've already started to turn into pupa. Oops, I don't want my... So these are the pupa. You can kind of see them wiggling. These are the little cocoons that are going to turn into beetles. They're called darkling beetles. So they come out, they actually come out white, but then they turn black within a couple days. So apparently mealworms are carnivorous, so you got to take these out so that they don't eat them. And every so often I have to kind of comb through here. Every day or so, it seems like. I got to comb through and see if I find any pupa. Take them out. So I haven't actually gotten any beetles yet, but I come out here every day watching to see if these are gonna hatch. So the potatoes, or sometimes I use carrots, sometimes I use pieces of lettuce. They're actually for the water. That's what they drink. They eat the oats and they eat the potato and carrot to get their moisture. So far really easy, and I haven't spent any money. Every time I make baby potatoes for my family for dinner, I just take 1 or 2 out and cut it in slices and put it in here. This is just paper towel roll. Oh, I think the whole thing's probably set me back about 15 bucks. And I know that beetles can lay up to 400 eggs a day, that's a lot of eggs. So once they hatch and start laying, my population apparently is going to boom. And then what they say I need to do is then put the beetles in their own container and then clean them out of the container after a few weeks when they've laid some eggs, and put them in their own container again and leave the eggs and larvae to hatch. So I will eventually have the larva, which is these, and then I'll have the pupa, and then I'll have the beetles. So I'll have 3 different drawers going. So we'll have an update and see how that goes. So far, this is what it looks like. And I just pull these suckers out by hand. It's pretty easy. My husband thinks I'm crazy, as with any other project. And I'll give you a really quick look at the outside of my chicken coop. So those are the chickens. They're actually, I let them come out in free range, but I still have them under a heating lamp. They really don't need it. It's kind of warm in here. That's the dog door that they're walking over that we're eventually going to put in over here. But my husband built this for me. My husband built this chicken coop for me. So this is going to be the run. But I got to clean it out, and as you can see, I have a beehive in here. And some bee equipment that I got to clean out. I've just been kind of using this as storage. It's only in one box because it's winter. But he built me this beautiful chicken coop, and inside I have a shelf. And here's the food. There's the dog door we're going to put in. Right, ladies and gentlemen?